Like many of you, I too dreamt of building a cabin in the woods. And along the way, it's been a lot of hard work. And it's really hard to share how much work I'm actually doing by just showing you a video. In this video, I want to share with you what I was able to accomplish in one single day trip. We live 2+ hours away from this site. If it's a day trip, we're doing 4 to 5 hours of driving. Then you got to get here and be motivated to do all the things. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed by now, what are you waiting for? Come on, help a brother out. Every trip to the cabin starts in a similar way. It's me loading all the gear into the truck and hoping I don't forget anything. I inevitably do forget at least one thing. And every time I do it, I'm bringing new gear. So I don't really have a system down on how everything will fit. It's a puzzle each time. Making a packing list is a little extra work, but it's helped a lot. Where are the lamps?
They are in my car. I got them.
All right. We really pack the truck full. We fill every seat. And when every seat's filled, we stack things on top of each other. We have about a 2-hour ride ahead of us to get to the cabin. We got Tristan and Ruby in the back.
Hello.
We'll see if it's smart to go 2 hours from home with a 39-week pregnant lady. Maybe little man will make today interesting. The drive from Anchorage in any direction has a lot of really pretty views. You could spend all your time looking out the window or taking a nap in the back seat. The first couple minutes out of the truck at the cabin will tell you how many bugs there are. And more times than not, you gotta cover yourself in a cancerous amount of bug dope. Then the work begins, bringing everything up the hill to the cabin. There's always a bunch of odds and ends that come back and forth between the cabin and the house. I typically carry everything up in backpacks, but I needed a wheelbarrow on the property for other things. So I figured I'd try hauling everything up in it. And it turned out to be a bit of a pain in the butt. I could not get good traction and things just kept falling out. The big hill was even more intimidating. Tristan felt like at any moment I could let go of it and it was gonna careen down the hill towards her. So she waited a safe distance before walking up behind me. Watching Tristan battle this weekend in her full-term pregnancy is really impressive. She's really one hell of a lady. Your keys?
Yeah, mine are down there somewhere, but and it worked. Yep. Guess we'll have like 3 bugs in with us.
Tristan's got a couch cover and some slider things that are going to go underneath the feet of the tables and the couches. She's going to do some indoor chores and then take a nap.
Yeah.
And I need to go outside and start blasting some workout.
Some water.
Every time we come up for a day trip or a weekend, I feel like there's about 30 minutes to an hour of carrying things from the vehicle. Got these nice cedar boards. These will finish off the window trim. We got a lot of stuff going on today. Trying to get it all done very fast because we don't want to be here very long because Tristan will get uncomfortable. I don't want that. That looks good.
I'm trying to tuck it in and
I like the green color.
you like the color? I wanted to try this one and make sure it fit before we liked it before I bought the matching one.
Yep.
So I'll bring up the matching one next time.
Nice. And you're just putting little feet on
Put the little slides on those 2 chairs.
these things so they don't scratch the floor. You got bigger ones too?
Those were gonna go on the bottom of the table, but I'll probably need help getting to that.
Don't overexert yourself. I'm gonna leave Ruby in here
Yeah,
with
stay
you.
here, Rubes. You're not gonna like the mosquitoes out there either. Stay here.
I brought up 2 tarps. I'm hoping to get the tarps over this little overhang a little bit better, protect our supplies. It's been nice getting those supplies out of the cabin. One of the big tasks today is finishing the trim. Brought up some trim boards, the last of what we needed. I should have plenty of supplies out of those 4 boards to finish up. And that'll be nice because that means that the downstairs will be basically right in. Hey, that's too much weight for you.
I just tipped it over. There's little bumps on the bottom of them, so I don't know if they'll even stick or if they're needed.
The generator and the saw are going to make all sorts of noise here, so I'll probably just put some soft guitar in the background. Having tools that are light enough to bring to the cabin are pretty critical. This little table saw has definitely come in handy. I like to set it up behind the cabin in the bushes so that the sawdust pile is not right in the way. I ended up next to some of these wild roses. This is a sample piece that I cut a long time ago. I just need to set the blade to be cutting pieces like this width. I lost about a half hour's worth of work by trusting this sample piece that I had cut a couple months ago. At that point in the build, the window trim looked a little different than what it was going to look like today. Well, lesson learned. When you buy these boards, they come with an annoying sticker that's stapled to the end of them. And if you're going to rip these nearly in half, your saw is going to hit that staple. I just put a new blade on this saw so that it cut nice and smooth, so I don't want to go hitting metal with it before I even start. All 5 windows in the downstairs are going to use the same width of trim, so I can start by just ripping all of my pieces down to that width. And then after I'll cut them to size for each window. Tristan was steadily making progress on the inside, making everything look more livable. Her parents have these lights in their cabin, so we figured we'd get them too. It seemed like the perfect task for her to do at her own pace, out of the bugs, and with her puppy. Nice. It would have been interesting to track how many steps I did that day. I spent a ton of time walking from inside back to the saw station and then back inside. Ideally, you do all this work before furnishing the inside, so you can make all your cuts inside without worrying of blasting sawdust everywhere. But that's not what I get to do, and that's okay.
I ripped my pants. Full on crotchal blowout.
So these guys, I got them all put together. They're getting returned. They look like shit. Come here. I thought this just had a sticker on it. Like I thought it had one of those like protective covering stickers, and I was gonna go take it off and look at it. It looks like it's been like drug on the button.
Yeah, they've probably been... Somebody might have returned them.
I mean, if it still works, it's one thing, but I spent $60 on these. I don't want these that look like they're already broken.
No, they look already broken.
Yeah. So they're both getting packed back up.
Who'd you buy them from?
They're from Home Depot.
Home Depot?
Yeah.
Boo, Home Depot!
I mean, I really like the lights we have at Red Shirt, so I'll probably try to buy the same ones again, but these ones are definitely going back.
So it looks like we got to package them up a little bit and drive them all the way back home. How does that make you feel?
Sad.
How does it make little man feel?
Tired.
So you're sad and tired?
Yes.
Maybe you should take a nap.
No, I gotta get them out of your way before I take my nap.
It looks like one of us at least approves of the new couch cover. Are you a dog or are you a cat? Oh, she didn't find that very funny.
No.
Oh. Whoopsies!
Alright, we're back to where we started. Only worse because now there's styrofoam everywhere. Hey, sweetie.
I'm sorry that your Wonder Lamps weren't so wonderful.
You rip your crotch?
I ripped my pants!
Seems like they were sagging a little too low when you took a deep squat.
cut these to be a little too thick, so I need to make them a little more narrow. I can't add material, but I can take some of it away. You know where the red nails are? I need some red nails, baby.
Oh, they're right here.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Sweetie. Ruby, I ripped my pants!
Nice. Settle it down.
Have a nice nappy. We got the windows trimmed in. Now we have just a couple of little tiny pieces above the windows that I can get now, these little seams, and then we'll be done with the trim on the main floor. I got my scrap pile over here. It's got a couple of those ripped pieces of paneling that I'm going to use to cover those seams. Now we just got to make a couple measurements, a couple cuts, we'll be good to go. I'm going to bring this piece of scrap with me and write all my measurements down on it. Probably not the safest cut. Almost. Just need to cut a little more off of it and it should fit right in there. Okie doke, trim task is done. I'm gonna clean up real quick, grab water, and start on the tarps. Okay, saws are away. I've got some water in me. Time to work on the tarps. One of the biggest things I learned during this whole build was making things efficient over time. One thing that I think I missed the opportunity to take advantage of was setting up a woodshed or some staging area with a saw station. It caused me to have to set up and take down repeatedly throughout the last 2 years of working on this thing. This isn't great. This was temporary just because I needed to get things out of the downstairs to finish it. But if I ever do this again, I'm gonna start off by building a big woodshed. I tried to do the same thing with the extra supplies by stashing things underneath the cabin, but it's just a pain to get in there and grab things out. And it's really hard to see what you have in there too. So sometimes I'd bought a bunch of 2x6s and I'd come up and I'd realize I had a bunch of 2x6s under the cabin. So having it out and organized and easily accessible, I think is going to be both cost efficient and time efficient. What I want to do with this right now is I just want to put more tarps around it, so in case there's some wind-driven rain, it doesn't get my stuff soaked. So I got some 550 cord and some tarps. We'll just close some holes here. I'm going to start off by cutting a whole bunch of 18-inch pieces or so. I don't think this is intended to be pretty. I think it's intended to be practical. Mosquito heaven up here right now. I'm gonna make a little toggle for the door here. I'm gonna put a piece of stick right there. And that'll hold it in place, and I won't have to untie it later, because I can just pull the stick out and then open it up. Now that we're done that, I'm gonna do a little bit more cleanup around here. We got some stuff that I brought up that needs to find a home. How was your nap?
Got hungry at like 5.
All right, well, we're gonna go get food right now. Yeah. Did you have a nap too, Ruby? Were you laying on mommy's feet? Good girl. The next big task is fixing this hill. I'm gonna put some railroad ties in this to make a nice staircase. It's gonna be a lot of work, but it's gonna look great. Load up, sweetie. Load up. Good load up. All right. Yep. Tristan's been sitting in the back seat to kick her feet up because they're all sorts of swollen. Driving home after a long day, I definitely feel tired, but I'm also feeling pretty accomplished. It takes a lot of motivation to squeeze in a day trip, and I'm pretty proud of us. If you haven't been following the build, check out the YouTube channel Wicked Alaska, where you'll find over 100 videos of cabin building and adventures in Alaska. I hope to see you in the next video. Cheers.